On this episode of, let's just call it 0 to 60 101, we have a Porsche Cayman. This is not the S, it's just the standard Cayman. It's got roughly 300 horsepower from a flat 4, which is right there. We've got a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox, and we're going to see how fast we can go in a straight line. First thing we do before we get into launch control on it is just mash the gas and see how fast it goes in the key up settings, which is stability control on. Basically the settings you get had you would just turn the car on. That's why we call it key up. All right, I've talked enough. Let's just nail the gas and go. So clutch engagement's a little long initially to get out of the hole. And you know, despite this four-cylinder, this flat 4, having a solid mid-range, it does rev nicely up to, let's say, it looks like about 7,500 RPM, which feels good. Gearing feels a little tall. Initial key-up acceleration is pretty quick for 300 horsepower. This is a pretty low-weight vehicle, too. And considering how kind of gradual that launch was, that's not a bad performance, all things considered. But next we'll get into some of the more fun settings. For run number 2, I got this little dial here. I'm going to turn to Sport Plus or S Plus. That's going to put the dampers in firm. Let's put that in soft so we get a little bit more weight transfer. I'm going to turn stability control off. I'm not exactly sure how we get launch control, but maybe this is it. We'll find out. That's what we do. Left foot hard on the brake, right foot's going to nail the gas, revs are going to shoot up, hopefully, and then I'm going to release the brake. Let's do it. Wow, that's a high launch, 6,000 RPM or so. And way faster already. Way faster. That cuts significant time off the acceleration. Wow. So the initial launch, the first launch, the key up launch, mashing the gas, there was a little bit of clutch engagement. I want to say at like 3,000 RPM or so. When I did it in Sport Plus with stability control off, the tach shot up to like 6,100, 6,200 RPM. Release the brake, and it's not a quick clutch engagement. There's still a little bit of time as the car figures out how to do that as smoothly, but also as quickly as possible. But the acceleration improvements are massive, as I'm seeing the raw data right here, and you might see right there. We'll do, 1 or 2 more runs just to see if that changes. I don't think it will. Consistency is the name of the game with a car like this because there's not much to change. It's an automatic. I can't change the clutch. Shifting manually is just going to be slower. I've tried it. The car's going to upshift better than I can. All right, let's put the dampers in firm and see if that affects anything. I suspect it won't, but let's find out. Hold the brake, right front mash the gas, release the brake, and that's it. Wow, it actually goes up to 6,500, but it cuts down quickly. 300 slower to 60. And no change in the quarter? Or I just missed it the first time. So what I'm going to try to do on the last run, which will probably be the last run, revs flare up to 6,500, but then kind of get controlled back down to 62. I wonder if I get off the brake quick enough, if I can catch it right as they flare up to 6,500 RPM. I suspect that it controls it because there might be a better launch happening at 61. The transmission and clutches may be able to figure out that launch better. But hey, more engine speed gets you out of the hole faster, provided you have the traction. All right, last run. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I didn't get it. Oh well. And effectively no change to acceleration. That's been a handful of acceleration runs in the Porsche Cayman, 0 to 60 101. Is that title catchy? Let us know if it is or if it isn't. We'll keep coming up with them. If you like what you see, keep it tuned here to youtube.com/Edmunds. And if you want the best car buying resources you can find online, go to Edmunds.com.